I don't know anything about your apprentice, buddy. Actually, I don't think I even found his apprentice the first time. And like I said, I explore like every single bit of the map. So, I might do business with some sailors. British. Anyway, yeah, it also doesn't look like there is any sort of like weapon, or sorry, not weapon, like armor classification. There isn't like leather, like cloth leather chainmail kind of thing anymore. So that's pretty cool. Or not really. They actually didn't have that in the first two games. Instead, they had certain strength requirements in order to wield certain pieces of armor. I don't know if that comes into play later, but at least in the beta, they don't have anything like that where you can. I mean, obviously, only certain classes can use certain weapons, but every class seems to be able to use every piece of armor. And obviously, certain classes want certain stats and stuff over others, but everything else seems to be pretty uniform. So yeah, Deckard Cain does not identify items like I was sort of hoping he would. Oh well. But anywho, gonna go. Shut up! I don't want to hear your gossip. Old Rumford has us down to half rations. How are we supposed to fight if we're starving? Old Rumford and Sons. Oh no! Yeah, get fucked. New lore.
Scavengers are ugly, pathetic creatures who survive off of carrion and corpses, too diseased to attract any other carnivores. I did once meet a raggedy fellow who claimed that he had trained one of the beasts to bring him large rats to eat. But I'm sure the story is utter nonsense.
Nonsense, I say. I want a pet scavenger. Be the ugliest little darling you could ever ask for. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Puncturing arrow. Shit. Yeah. Okay, so that's exactly what I was talking about, where you can customize your different skills at certain levels. So Hungering Arrow is the bouncy shot that I decided to forego for the entangling shot, but now Puncturing Arrow increases the chance that it will pierce. I didn't even know that it had like a set chance. I guess I did notice that it was piercing sometimes, but not others. I guess I didn't realize that it was like a based on a chance, like a crit chance, but now it has a higher chance. But yeah, see, there you go. It just did it twice on that guy. Get out of here, fuckers. So will that like... Oh yeah, it will. That'll actually come back even if it doesn't hit anything sometimes. Kind of interesting. A fine saber, if I've ever seen one. Shit yeah. I got the ew, growth, torthos. Ew. Is that another protection shrine? God damn. Protection shrines all up in this bitch. So yeah, I guess the primary problem that I see with this class so far is that there isn't any sort of AoE damage, at least not early on. No like inherent AoE damage. The monk had a lot of AoE damage, just based on the fact that both of his or her primary attacks had some sort of way of hitting multiple enemies. Her first ability had a splash attack, and the second one was like a piercing wave. This guy can really only hit like 2 guys at a time, unless one of his arrows pierces, which I guess my new upgrade will help with. But there doesn't really seem to be like, if you're kind of faced on all fronts and you're, I guess, not doing that much. Like if you can't kill anything really quickly, you're gonna have some problems. Like we'll see if that creates a problem later on. But so I still don't see this guy's apprentice, but I'm gonna keep an eye out for him this time. If you see my apprentice out there, I haven't seen anybody who's actually alive. Like not even one of those I saw somebody right before he died kind of things. Feels like everyone is dead. I don't think I'm gonna find your apprentice, bro. A vampiric club. Sounds like a place for goths to hang out. Grotesque. Fucking these worms. I would like with the monk. I would like to save up my AOE attack for when when those things would explode and then just kill all the things they spawn in like one go. But I'm fine with just kiting them and bouncing arrows in between them. I'm cool with that. All kinds of corpses in this bush. Corpse bush, corpse bush. Corpse of Heeeeaaaat's apprentice. Oh, there we go.
The blacksmith's apprentice is dead. I must let Heeeeaaaat know when I can.
Sucks, bro. Yeah, like I said, I mean, nothing out here is alive. It's not really... I don't really know why he would think I would see his apprentice in a non-corpse form. I also don't know how I was able to, like, discern that he was the blacksmith's apprentice. Like, yeah, he's got blacksmithing gear around here, but, like, I don't know. Maybe there's more than one. You never know. You can't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Bragga, bragga, bragga. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. You keep vomiting them babies. Think I give a fuck? I don't. Grab all that shit to vend it. Oh, yeah. Goddamn gloves. Is there a piece of armor that I don't have yet? I still don't have a helm, and I don't think you actually get, helm. I don't think you actually get, what's it called? Shoulder pads. By the time the beta's over. I didn't see a single piece of shoulder pads. It might be a piece of armor for a bit later. So, yeah. Adventuring Club. Sounds like a club I would want to join. Join for adventure. Just uncover the last bit of the map here. Some more enemies to kill. Full free XPs. Alright, that'll do it for there. This is one of the more wide open ones. I do like the fact that everything is not built on a grid anymore. Like the first two games. Everything is a bit more rounded out. I don't know how randomly generated everything is, because when we went back into the cathedral, I don't remember if it was the exact same layout as the first time I played through it, but it seemed pretty familiar, and this also seems very similar. So I don't know if the game is just not randomly generated anymore, but that would kind of suck. I mean, even if the enemies are randomly generated, which I'm fairly certain they still are, aside from like the scripted monsters, you know, like in the first two games. I'm still going to be disappointed if the maps aren't randomly generated. I don't remember. I didn't really do too much reading on this game, to be honest, so this is all probably stuff that they've talked about, and I'm just not privy to because I haven't read up on it. I don't know. I do know that even though they sort of kept the inventory system of the first Diablo, they definitely streamlined it so everything is either 1 or 2 slots. So that's allowed them to make the inventory smaller because everything doesn't take up quite as much. Because you would have plenty of stuff in Diablo 2 and 1 that was like 6 slots, or there were even some 8-slot items, so they would take up a ton of room. Fuck your graves, son. Can't destroy those, I guess. Oh well. What's over here? Corpses! I never would have guessed. Hey, fuck off, ankle biter. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what other sorts of abilities I'm gonna get with this guy, because I like it so far, but like really all I'm doing is just clicking. So the game is still very clicky. It's something that they'll never change about Diablo. I wouldn't have it any other way. Tons of clicking. Did I? No, it's not Fog of War. That's something on the map. Oh, I call it Fog of War, but it's not really. It's not really war, is it? Just sort of rape and pillage more than anything else. Fuck you, scavenger. Get rocked. So what could be around here? I don't really... This isn't really the sort of like loot-infested kind of area I would expect to be full of awesome shit. I guess you never know. Like I said, I'm always exploring in the with the promise of fat loot. Now, here's what I'm talking about. Den of the Fallen? Shit, yeah. That is exactly what I was looking for. Fuck all of you. I'm here for your treasure. All of it. I'm not here for your bullshit bats. Not here for your little rodents. Here for your treasure. A fallen shaman. You poor buddy. Poor little guy. His chain heals couldn't save him.